Toni Kroos is a German former professional footballer who played as a midfielder, regarded as one of the greatest midfielders of his generation. He was known for his vision and pinpoint precision passing. Kroos played mainly as a central midfielder and occasionally played as a defensive midfielder. Having won 34 trophies over his 17-year career, he is the second most decorated German football player after Thomas Müller. Born on January 4th, 1990, in Greifswald, Germany, Toni Kroos grew up in a family where sport and structure were part of everyday life. His parents were educators and coaches, and from an early age, football was not just a hobby. It was a craft to be studied. He was a medical student and spent a lot of time practicing football. However, he was well-behaved in class and well-liked among his peers at school. Young Kroos displayed an unusual calm on the ball. While others chased the game, he seemed to understand. Toni joins his first club, Greifswalder SC, near his home. He plays against seniors because of his talent. In 2002, his family moves to Rostock. He began developing his skills in local youth teams before joining Hansa Rostock. Toni joins Hansa Rostock's youth academy, where coaches quickly recognized his rare awareness and passing ability. By his mid-teens, his talent earned him a place in Bayern Munich's youth academy, one of Europe's elite football institutions. Kroos was missing up to 40 days during the school year due to training. This is a major turning point of his life. He considered one of Germany's biggest young talents. Kroos won the Golden Player Award at the 2006 UEFA European Under-17 on September 26th. At the age of 17, Kroos was promoted to Bayern's senior team. He made an astounding start to his Bundesliga career, making his debut for Bayern. In 2007, he went against Energy Kapis and twice assisting Miroslav Klose goals within 18 minutes of his appearance as a substitute. At the time of his debut, Kroos was the youngest player ever to represent Bayern in a professional match at 17 years. On October 25th, Kroos earned Bayern a valuable victory away to Red Star Belgrade on his UEFA Cup debut, coming on as a substitute in the 81st minute and providing an assist for Miroslav Klose and then scoring the winning goal. His first goal for the club. In stoppage time, he made his first start for the club defeat away at VfB Stuttgart. Kroos ended his first season with 20 appearances for Bayern, including 6 starts. He also scored 3 goals in 12 appearances for Bayern Munich 2 in the Regional Liga SD. In the 2007 FIFA U17 World Cup, Toni Kroos was awarded the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player and also won the Bronze Shoe after scoring 5 goals. Kroos' debut for the National U21 team came on September 5th, 2008 in a 2009 Euro U21 Championship qualifier against Northern Ireland and scored the opening goal in the 11th minute. His second goal for the U21 side was goal in Germany's win over Italy, a precise long-range shot in the angle. It came as a surprise that coach Horst Hrubesch left him out of Germany's U21 squad for Euro 2009, and Germany went on to win the tournament without him. Yet early challenges shaped him. On January 31st, 2009, Bayern allowed Kroos to join Bayer Leverkusen on an 18-month loan to gain first-team experience, and this decision helps him to grow physically and mentally, where he became a key contributor. On April 12th, he made his first Bundesliga start for Leverkusen, assisting the team's goal in a draw with Werder Bremen. On April 18th, 2009, he scored his first Bundesliga goal to VfL Wolfsburg. Kroos established himself as a regular in the Leverkusen team in 2009-10, appearing all but one of Bayer's Bundesliga matches. His performances revealed a midfielder who could dictate tempo, deliver decisive passes, and strike from distance. Proves he is ready for top-level football. He returned to his parent club in 2010. He was no longer a prospect. He was essential. When asked about his first-team chances with Bayern, runner-up in the previous season's Champions League, Kroos stated, "I want to play as often as possible." In January 2010, Kroos was called up to the senior Germany team for the first time. for a training session in Sindelfingen and was named in the squad for the following match, a friendly against Argentina on March 3rd, 2010, in which he subsequently made his debut for the national side. Kroos was selected to Joachim Löw's 23-man squad for the 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa. He made his FIFA World Cup debut in Germany's final group stage match versus Ghana, coming on in the 80th minute for Bastian Schweinsteiger with Germany. He made further appearances as a substitute in the quarterfinals against Argentina, in the semifinals against Spain, and the third-place playoff against Uruguay. On August 16, 2010, he started against Germania Windeck in the first round of the DFB Pokal, scoring the third goal in a victory. On October 29, 2010, he scored his first league goal for the club, win for the Bavarians against SC Freiburg. Kroos was a regular starter for Bayern in the Bundesliga, DFB Pokal, and Champions League. During 2011-12, under Jupp Heynckes, his former coach at Leverkusen, Kroos established himself as a first-choice player for Bayern, forming a strong midfield partnership with national team colleague Bastian Schweinsteiger. He played 51 matches in all competitions during the season, including the 2012 UEFA Champions League final, where Bayern were beaten on penalties by Chelsea at the Allianz Arena. Kroos established himself as a regular starter in Germany's qualification campaign for UEFA Euro 2012, playing in 8 out of a possible 10 games. Germany won all 10 qualifying matches to top Group A. After qualification was already ensured, Kroos scored his first 2 international goals, both with his strong right foot, against the 2 Euro 2012 hosts, Poland and Ukraine. At the tournament finals, Kroos appeared as a substitute in all 3 of Germany's Group B matches. For the semi-final match against Italy, Löw selected the naturally attacking Kroos to man-mark Italy's playmaker, Andrea Pirlo. The decision was heavily criticized as Germany lost the match. Kroos was an important member of Bayern's treble-winning team during the 2012-13 season. As a most advanced member of a midfield containing Schweinsteiger and Javi Martinez, Kroos scored 3 goals in the team's opening 4 Bundesliga matches. He also scored his first Champions League goal in Bayern's opening group match against Valencia, after sustaining an injury in the first leg of the Champions League quarterfinal against Juventus. Kroos was unavailable for the remainder of the season, missing Bayern's successes in the 2013 UEFA Champions League final, the 2013 DFB Pokal final, and the last 7 matches of the Bundesliga season. While club success grew, Kroos was also becoming a pillar for Germany's national team. Kroos returned to fitness for the start of the 2013-14 season and played in the German Super Cup and the UEFA Super Cup. On September 6, 2013, he scored the team's second goal in a win over Austria. On October 4, 2013, he scored his first goal of the season in a draw against former club Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. He started 2 matches for Bayern in the 2013 FIFA Club World Cup. The first against Guangzhou Evergrande in the semi-final win on 17 December 2013, and in the final as the team beat Raja Casablanca. One of the biggest years of his career and considered one of the best midfielders in Europe. On February 19, 2014, Kroos scored his second goal of the season in a Champions League win against Arsenal. On March 25th, he scored in a win over Hertha BSC as Bayern were confirmed as Bundesliga champions. During Germany's 2014 World Cup qualifying campaign, Kroos scored his first 2 competitive international goals in a win over the Republic of Ireland in Dublin. On September 6, 2013, he scored the team's second goal in a win over Austria. Kroos was named in Germany's squad for the 2014 World Cup in the team's opening match, a win over Portugal. Kroos started in midfield and assisted Mats Hummels for Germany's second goal. Then in the quarterfinal, the only goal scored by Mats Hummels against France came from his free kick that in the semi-final against the host nation Brazil. Kroos scored 2 goals 2 minutes apart in Germany's win. He also recorded his 4th assist of the tournament. crossing for Thomas Muller's opening goal, and was named man of the match by FIFA. Kroos has been nicknamed Garcom, waiter in Portuguese, by the Brazilians for precisely delivering most passes to the strikers. On July 11th, Kroos was named on the 10-man shortlist for FIFA's Golden Ball Award for the tournament's best player. The Castrol Performance Index, the official statistical analyzer of the World Cup, rated Kroos as the best player at the 2014 World Cup with a rating of 9.79 out of 10. Kroos is considered the only player from the former East Germany to ever win the World Cup. Germany's historic campaign showcased Kroos at his peak, orchestrating play, creating chances, and maintaining composure in high-pressure situations. The tournament victory cemented his place among elite midfielders of his generation. Prior to joining Real Madrid, Kroos had a deal in place to join Manchester United after agreeing terms with David Moyes. However, after Moyes was sacked and Louis van Gaal replaced him, the Dutch manager decided against signing Kroos. Around the time of the 2014 World Cup, his defining chapter came. He received a call from Carlo Ancelotti. On July 17, 2014, Spanish La Liga club Real Madrid announced that they had reached an agreement for the transfer of Kroos, signing a 6-year deal for an undisclosed fee. The press reported that Kroos had cost between €24 and €30 million. Greifswald is V04. The successor to his first youth team received €60,000 from the transfer. The IT was here that his legacy expanded beyond excellence into dominance. Kroos became the 9th German player, after Gunnar Netzer, Paul Breitner, Uli Steilich, Bernd Schuster, Bodo Illner, Christoph Metzelder, Mesut Ozil, and Sami Khedira, to join Real Madrid. At his presentation in front of 8,000 supporters, he stated how Real Madrid is the biggest club in the world and is a cut above Bayern, that he played in his debut match against Sevilla in the 2014 UEFA Super Cup on August 12, 2014, winning his first trophy at Real Madrid. He was part of a midfield trio with James Rodriguez and Luka Modric that led Real Madrid to 22-game winning run late in the year. On November 8th, Kroos scored his first goal for Real Madrid in a win over Rayo Vallecano. At home, in December, he helped the team win the 2014 FIFA Club World Cup, leading the tournament in assists. He was named to the FIFA FIFPro World 11 and the UEFA Team of the Year. In 2015, Ancelotti was replaced by Rafa Benitez in Madrid's command. Benitez was replaced in the middle of the season by Zinedine Zidane, under whom Kroos continued to be a key midfield player. Zidane said, "We signed Toni because we wanted to mark an era," and called Kroos perfect for Madrid. He was a regular starter when the team won the 2015 to 2016 Champions League, his second Champions League trophy. Los Blancos' triumph at San Siro meant that Kroos became the first ever German to lift the Champions League trophy with 2 clubs. In 2016, Kroos became a part of a collaboration between the German Football Association and the Lego Group, who in May released a Europe-exclusive collectible minifigure series, with Kroos featured as the 10th of 16 minifigures in the collection. On October 12, 2016, he signed a new contract until 2022, and by the end of the year, he was once again nominated to the FIFA FIFPro World 11 and the UEFA Team of the Year. He scored the winning goal for Real Madrid in the 81st minute of the game against Celta Vigo as Real Madrid won their first home game of the La Liga season. He was a regular starter when Madrid won the 2016 to 2017 La Liga and later defended their title in the 2016 to 2017 Champions League. He became the first German player to win the trophy 3 times to the end of 2016 to 2017. Kroos was the most used player under Zidane. During the 2017 to 2018 Champions League, he made 12 appearances when Madrid won their 3rd consecutive and 13th overall Champions League title. On December 22, 2018, Kroos won his record 5th FIFA Club World Cup after his team defeated Al Ain FC in the final. On May 20th, 2019, he extended his contract with the club until 2023. On August 17th, 2019, Kroos opened his goal account for the campaign in the La Liga season opener against Celta Vigo at Balados in a win with a long-range effort. On October 22, 2019, he scored the winning goal in a victory over Galatasaray in his 100th appearance in the Champions League. On January 8, 2020, Kroos scored his first Supercopa goal directly from a corner kick against Valencia in the 2019-20 Supercopa de España semi-final in Jeddah as Los Blancos 1.3 days later. Real Madrid won the Supercopa after beating the local rivals Atletico Madrid on penalties. Oigo, this time at the Bernabeu in a draw. On June 16th, when La Liga restarted after a 3-month hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Kroos scored Real Madrid's first official goal at the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium in just 4 minutes in an eventual win over Eibar 1 month later. Real Madrid went on a 10-game winning run and won the 2019-20 La Liga title, with Kroos featuring in all 11 matches post-lockdown. On August 8th, Kroos' season came to an end as Manchester City eliminated Madrid in the Champions League. That on April 10th, 2021, Kroos scored his first El Clasico goal against Barcelona, which came from a free kick in the 28th minute at the Di Stefano Stadium, which proved to be the winner in a vital league win to send Los Blancos to the top of the league. This was Kroos' first free kick goal for Real Madrid in just his 6th attempt in the 2021-22 UEFA Champions League. Kroos won his 5th title in the competition, scoring 2 goals in 12 appearances. On August 10th, 2022, Kroos started the 2022-23 season by winning his 4th UEFA Super Cup against Eintracht Frankfurt. This match would prove to be significant because it was the last time the famous trio, commonly known by fans as KCM, Kroos, Casemiro, and Modric, would star in Madrid Park. That on September 11th, 2022, Kroos captained Real Madrid for the first time in a home win against Mallorca after club captain Karim Benzema had been injured and the reserve captains, Nacho and Modric, started on the bench. That on October 16th, he played his 250th La Liga match in an El Clasico win over Barcelona. On October 30th, Kroos received the first red card of his professional career in a home draw against Girona after he received a second yellow card for a foul on Alex Garcia. On February 11th, 2023, Kroos broke his own record by gaining his 6th FIFA Club World Cup title, 1 with Bayern Munich and 5 with Real Madrid. On May 6th, he played and win over Osasuna in the Copa del Rey final to achieve his first ever trophy in that tournament. On June 21st, 2023, Kroos extended his contract with Real Madrid for 1 more year, keeping him until June 2024. On October 3rd, Kroos got his 100th Champions League appearance for the club, starting in Madrid's turnaround away win over Napoli. On May 21st, 2024, Kroos announced that he would retire from club and international football after UEFA Euro 2024. In his last La Liga fixture at the Santiago Bernabeu on May 25th, he played in a goalless draw against Real Betis, where he received a guard of honor and a standing ovation from the entire stadium when he was substituted in the 86th minute. On June 1st, he played his last match for the club, where he provided an assist from a corner to Dani Carvajal's first goal in a win over Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League final, getting his 300th win for Real Madrid. Moreover, this match saw Kroos equal Paco Gento's record of 6 European Cup titles alongside Dani Carvajal, Luka Modric, and Nacho. In total, he made 479 top-flight league matches for Bayern, Leverkusen, and Madrid. In 2024, he stepped away from professional football, closing a chapter defined by excellence and professionalism. Yet his impact continues in the players he inspired, the matches he shaped, and the standards he set. In German Footballer of the Year in 2018 and 2024, Toni Kroos did not chase the spotlight. He controlled it. Through precision, intelligence, and calm leadership, he built a career that stands as a masterclass in midfield play. In a sport driven by chaos, he brought order, and that is where his greatness lives.